Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I think we are live. I hope you can hear me well. Welcome everybody. Welcome to this weekend stream. Today we're flying from Anchorage to Kodiak in Alaska, taking the ZIBO 737 and latest version for X-Plane 12 on these short flights, about 40 to 50 minutes in, and I really want to take the flight back as well, so yeah. Taking the salmon livery of Alaska Airlines plane. We have one friend flying with us today, is Emil, and he should be somewhere near us. We're gonna find him later. But yeah, short and interesting flights, lots of work to do that we'll have. We're flying real weather, real time, so sunrise now, moon is beautiful, and we are on VATSIM. Have no other traffic, no ATC. Everybody's flying across the pond, but I don't want to spend more time after the last video I made from Paris to Saint Martin. Anyways, let's go to the aircraft. It's turned off now because I wanted it to be... Oh, that Turkish is moving. I wanted it to be in a powered up state, but unfortunately the GPU makes such a loud noise that I decided that no, we're not gonna make it in the power up state. Anyways, I want to see where is Emil. Oh, he should be there. Yeah, delivery is absolutely beautiful. This is again the latest version of the ZIBO 737, downloaded from the forums, and all links are provided down below in the description. We have the $0 payware scenery for Anchorage, and wow, what a beautiful sunrise. And we will have a Kodiak scenery as well, which has some problems because it was only designed for X-Plane 11, but I made it work with X-Plane 12 by deleting one of its libraries that was doing a visual bug there on the water, which was CDB library. All the rest works, and wow, this is really beautiful. And yes, I don't have SAM installed, I just have the SAM library, and because of that we don't have the working jetways. That's not a big of a deal, that's why I'm running the simple ground services with their stairs. And yeah, the weather should be interesting, especially in Kodiak. There is some bad weather coming in from the ocean, which we probably will engulf eventually. Wow, the sunrise looks amazing. But yeah, other than that, we will look at every chart, every map during the planning now. We'll set up the route. It's a pretty straightforward. I don't even think we have any arrival, any star for Kodiak. I think it's just a straight in. I wanted to do a visual approach on one of its runways. You know, Kodiak has 3, but unfortunately due to the weather I think the visibility is not that good, and so I don't think we will be able to do so. But nevertheless, it's going to be a fun one, and we'll see how the weather goes, how everything goes. Let's go to the plane, let's check everything up, let's turn it on. Connect the GPU, so this is off. Flaps retracted, thrusts are idle, gear is down, wipers are both off. Actually, if they would be on now, wouldn't be big of a deal. Doors are open, let's connect the GPU, so now it can make any noise it wants. Oh, there should be Emil. What livery is that? Wow. Wow, this looks good. This looks nice. But yeah, GPU is running. Let's go ahead, start the aircraft. Battery is on, GPU is on, emergency lights on, logo and positions are already on because I didn't reset them. And let's start with the flow. So check everything. This is going to stick off for now. We should only have 2.5 tons of fuel, so we'll need to refuel. This is still good. Aiders go to nav carefully so we won't have the same problem that we had on the 7.5. This is all good. No smoking on. Seatbelt signs off for now. panel is bright enough. Let's go already and select window heat on. This is all good, this is all good, this is good. Leave it like this, this is all on. Our cruise level is going to be 280 for today. I'm going to leave this on auto, turn all of this on, trim air on, and this is good. Voice recorders still on auto, and this is good. Let's check here in the engines. Some fault tests here. I don't know all the procedures of the 737, so I'll probably skip some of the steps that you need to do, because it's really hard to maintain many of the flows and procedures of different aircrafts. Alright, alt off 2000, 1228 is set. Let's leave it on VHF 1 on both sides. And this is all good. IRSs are not aligned. I think we can add some lighting here for the panel, although it will get bright eventually. And there is bright as well. Alright, FMC, let's go position in it. RFS Airbus, hello, welcome to the stream, man. How are you? We are at Anchorage. And we're flying to Kodiak, which is Papa Alpha Delta Quebec. And our call sign is Alaska 177 for this first flight. This is one of the real world call signs, but the time of the flight is not correct, so there are more than one flight. But yeah, I just like the call sign, so I'm gonna take it. Let's go to fuel and wait, and we're gonna load up the plane already. One thing I want to do is I want to refuel only in Anchorage, so we will not be refueling in Kodiak, so we will be taking fuel for both flights in and out. So yes, basically what I did was I said to SimBrief that our alternate is going to be Anchorage, and just in case I've added 2.5 tons, so we should have more than enough fuel for everything. We're going to take 3 hours and 11 minutes of fuel, so this is about 45 minutes flight. Should be good. Our payload for this flight is going to be 18 tons, which I don't think it's going to be that correct, because zero fuel weight is 60 tons straight, so that means should be 17, 16 and 90, something like this. And it will load up. We're going to load the fuel in the meanwhile, which is 9 tons. Let's set enter, and we're going to call for fuel. There we go, fuel is connected. Just to check payload, 60 tons, beautiful. I just want to look outside once again because I think the sunrise is amazing, and wow, this looks really good. Maybe I'll change the thumbnail later after we complete the flight, because this looks really, really good. Look at that, wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'll continue. So, fuel is loading, which is good. 3.1 is already on. Payload is set. Let's go ahead and start the fly leg, so the passengers will come in. No smoking on, seatbelts are not on for now. That's good. Let's go to the route. Departure, we are gonna depart. Runway 07 left. Let me just confirm that, 07 left. Yeah, that's correct. 07 left, and we're gonna do Potter 1 departure. Gonna activate this one. Let me see, flight plan. Yeah, that's correct. It's the Potter 1. And then we go arrival. Gonna do localizer Yankee for Kodiak. And we're gonna come in from let me see. I wish I could select a closer point. Oh, we can. We're back. Let's go. Set this one. of the route, execute. Let's take a quick look. So basically go vectors after departure, then we're back, and then this is gonna be our approach. So that's all correct. This is good. Menu, legs, this is good. Init ref, let's continue. Performance init, gross weight is set. Our reserves are gonna be final reserve is 1 ton. And contingency, I'm gonna set 2 for the reserves. Our cost index is 5, cruise level 280, transition is correct. And we're gonna have a pretty straight headwind coming to Kodiak, then it's gonna be a sweet tailwind coming back, so that's good. Our IZ deviation is, where is it? Is 0, which is cool. And execute this. And one limit, we're gonna take off 1 derate, climb 2. Flaps 5, CG 26%, 4.75 on the trim. Let's set it already, so I don't forget. Speeds 137, 138, 147 on the V2, so that's gonna come in already here. Flight directors all on, and initial climb according to the SID is 4,000, so 4,000 is set. Now we just have to wait for the ADIRs, the refueling to be complete. And let's go acceleration height and thrust reduction. So let's go with 1,500 on the acceleration and thrust reduction. Actually, let's do like this. Yeah. This is all good. So runway is going to be wet because it just happened to rain. It just happened to rain. This is all fine. So good. Okay, so the box is set up really pretty much straightforward. I think now it's time just to show you everything we're going to be doing and go through the through some of the analysis of the route of the airport and everything else. So let me just enable display. So now you can see my browser window. So we are Alaska 177 from Anchorage to Kodiak. Airtime is expected to be 50 minutes. Flight level 280. Only 236 miles. This is the average wind. We're expected to burn 2.4 tons, 184 passengers. That's good. Zero fuel weight is correct. We're limited on the cargo. That's all fine. Our route is pretty much straightforward. I've just did it direct, so that's good. Continuing then, we go to check the departure and our alternate, which is the same. The wind is now 5 knots, 340. That's pretty good. Broken 220. So that's high. Temperature is -2. QNH is 3049. That's all good. The forecast says nothing interesting. Weather is going to be still good. One funny thing I found here is the 80s from the real world. I didn't know we could have 80s from the real world in SimBrief, but as you can see, departing runway 7 left and 33. I'll just take 7 left because it's going to be better for us. This is all good. We have some NOTAMs here, which are actually interesting about the friction coefficient down below here. So for us, for example, we're going to take runway 7 left. So we have good braking action, 100% frost, and 30% wet, 100% frost, and then yeah, so basically the first third of the runway is covered with 100% frost, the middle is 30% wet, and the other one is 100% frost. When the observation was made, this is all good, and all the rest with the NOTAMs is nothing significant. Then we can take a look at the arrival airport as well here. As you can see now, wind is 100 at 12, so we might expect a tailwind here. And this is, I'm not sure, maybe this is why today's flight was cancelled. But I think we can still land because the limitation of the 737 is only, I think it's 10 knots tailwind, so we might be able to take that still, which is good. Let me take a look here on the checklist. Yeah, tailwind is 5 knots. Exactly, 10 knots, correct. Sorry. Interesting stuff here. This is as well the friction coefficient. Well, the runway is going to be wet. Kodiak VR is unserviceable, so this is actually pretty important here. I don't know how we're going to be doing it then, but I expect that the X-plane and the FMC has that position stored by GPS coordinates, so we should be good. We have the DME for ILS 1826 unserviceable as well. This would be important. In our case, we are in the sim, everything works, but in the real life, this would be fairly important. More friction coefficient, all fine, and that's good. Another thing I want to take a look here is at the meteorology. You see this white arrow, this means the jet stream.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
So every time you hear that, seatbelt sign coming on,
Seatbelt sign is on. Please
and
be seated and fasten your seatbelt.
fuel pumps on. Alright, let's continue. That's the jet stream, that's why we can basically see the direction of the wind. So if I display here the wind barbs, we can see that it's going to be pretty much a straight headwind across all the flight. But we don't have any significant weather. This dashed area here delimited is clear air turbulence, or the CAT. We don't have anything else, and a very good addition here, the infrared satellite to see any of the clouds. So basically it's going to be pretty much cloudy. So that means no beautiful scenery today for this flight. But that's fine, that's fine. Another thing I'll do is just press here to alternate, so we can see all other alternates we can take. Imagine if something happens in Anchorage and we can't go there, we need to see what other airports we can go to. This is always important. And that's basically our briefing. There is nothing more to say, so as it is a very short flight, no big preparation is needed. I mean, it's always good to have preparation, but it's not like a preparation for a huge flight like we did last time to St. Martin. Okay, so now I can close the display. IRSs are aligned. Let me take a look outside. How is it looking? It's looking good. I think we can start closing stuff and starting the APU. So I'm gonna start the APU, wait 1, 2, 3 seconds, that's good. And ground services, let's start by closing the cargo doors and the aft doors, cleaning some of the ground services. I'm gonna break a set, remove already the chocks, cone, people, the stairs, this one I'm gonna leave, all these guys, and the cleaning van. For this part is all good. Let it work. Yaw damper now comes on. And that's good. Let's do a quick check of the oxygen here. It works. And let's do a pre-flight checklist before we do the briefing and then it started. So the pre-flight voice recorder is on. Gear pins and covers are removed and on board. Oxygen we did test. Nav transfer and display switches are all in the normal position. Window feed is on. Pressurization mode selector is on auto. We did check that. That is extremely important. Flight instruments, heading and altimeter is the same on both sides. The only thing we need to set is the QNH. I will set that in the explain page because the QNH here sometimes is a little bit different. So 30 QNH 1032. Set here, and I'm gonna set here and here. So if I set the QNH, which is indicated in the 80s, for example, which is 3049 in inches, as you see, it has a slight difference, not that much, so actually let's use it, why not? Because we're in America, let's do this the correct way. 3049 is set, this is all good, and altitude is reading the same, so that's good. Parking brake is set, pressure is normal, and engine start lever is off. So pre-flight checklist is complete. I think we can go ahead. Let me turn just the anti-collision lights on, so flight attendant will close our door. Switch to the APU power. Close the door here, disconnect GPU, and let's call pushback. just so it can connect. Alright. Connect first. Wolfie says, hello, welcome to the stream. Is this the ZIBO? Yes, this is the ZIBO latest version for X-Plane 12. It is indeed. Excellent. So time for the briefing, guys. Departure briefing, this is really important, so let's go ahead and open the departure briefing page. I will display the charts as I can. Whoops, sorry. And I should be doing like this. Okay, so now you should see everything. So we are flying 737-800 Alaska 177 from Anchorage to Kodiak. About a 50 minutes flight, no times are checked. The only thing here would be the unserviceability of the DME and the VOR in Kodiak.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Well, you can go ahead and connect. The weather is good, we can expect just the only thing is maybe a lower visibility in Kodiak, so we'll see how the approach goes. Anti-ice, temperature is -2, so unless we encounter some clouds, anti-ice is going to be on, or some visible moisture. Weather radar on, terrain radar on my side actually, weather radar on the first officer's side. As for the layout, we are at Bravo 8, which is located right here, and we're going to be pushing back here into Echo, then we're going to taxi via Golf and Kilo to hotel runway, holding point runway 7 left. We're going to depart at flaps 5, take off 1 derated, and our departure is basically this one, which is the Pattern 1 departure, which would go straight ahead on a heading of 074 until 600, and then we turn left to a heading of 199er, and then as needed. 074. Heading is already set. Radio navs are not set at the moment. We have no special considerations for this time, and for the abnormals, we're going to do the normal thing. So this is 737. Below 80 knots, we stop for any malfunction. Above 80 knots, but below V1, we stop only for significant malfunction. And above V1 we continue straight ahead, climb to 4000, avoid any terrain, and then assess the situation and return to land. Basically that's it. We are not overweight. Our maximum landing weight is 66. Actually, yeah, we might be overweight because our takeoff weight is 68 due to the fuel. We have 9 tons. And our zero fuel weight is 60, so we are 69, so we are 3 tons overweight, so we'll consider the overweight because it's just a slight overweight landing, and that's basically it. We're on VATSIM, but I'm not expecting any ATC because everybody is busy flying the across the pond. Okay, that's the departure, that's all good. I'm gonna leave this page open now, because it will allow us to taxi and get us around the airfield. And let me just turn on some light here because it's getting dark, which is really funny. In Alaska it's just about, the sun has just risen, and here in Portugal where I live the sun has set, so that's a big hour difference. Okay, departure briefing is complete, everything is good. We can start the pushback. I'm gonna probably let Emil go first on the pushback because we're gonna be doing a really quick turnaround. And yeah, it's just already set heading select. That's good. Okay, he's still doing the briefing, then we'll go first. Yeah, I'll go first in that case. Let's tell better pushback where to push us.
Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go here. Yeah. Actually, yeah, just leave me here, and we'll see later.
Connected, bypass pin inserted, release parking brake.
Alright, so before start checklist, this is important. Papers are on board, mobile phones off, flight deck door is closed and locked. Let me switch this light off here. And fuel is 9 tons on board, balanced. pumps are on. We did take them on already. Passenger signs are on. This is good. Windows are locked. MCP, we have 147 heading 074 and 4000 on the altitude. CDU pre-flight is completed. Rudder and aileron trim is free. And 0, let me check here. It is indeed on the 0. And taxi and takeoff briefing is completed. Do you guys have any questions? Post them in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this replay of the stream. And anti-collision light is on. So that's beautiful. That's all set up. Let me go here. Post start is completed. Pushback is connected. Remove all the stairs. Take just a look outside if anybody's behind us. Nope. Okay, then in that case, works release, clear to push.
Starting pushback, you may start your engines.
Thank you very much, sir. And I can't remember the last time I flew the ZIBO, the 737, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we are pushing back. That's good. Let's go and start the engine specs off. Starting 2 off the ground. Start valve open. And N2 is rotating. We're waiting for 25%. And fuel. We have fuel flow and EGT is rising and 1 is rising. Beautiful. So yeah, guys, and we are running American Airlines cabin crew announcements because we don't have Alaska ones on the ZIBO, but that's fine. Oh, what is happening with delivery here? Oh, is this because of the rain? And it's like icing? Because this looks really weird. Makes me scary. That's a good start on number 2. Let's go ahead, number 1. Start valve open, and 2 is rotating, and I forgot the clock. Due to the starter limitation. Waiting for 25%. And fuel. Fuel flow, EGT is rising and 1. Good.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, perfect. So we have a good start in both engines. Switch on the generator. APU is off. This goes here.
Traffic Alaska 89, Sun Bravo 5, pushing back.
Back's on, and this comes on. This goes to RTO 1, 2, and 5 on the flaps. Stream is set. Let's do a quick flight controls check. Pull up, pull down, neutral, pull left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, and full right. It's beautiful. It's all set. Recall is checked. And let me go. Set terrain radar on. Before taxi checklist. Generators are on. Probe heat are on. Is on anti-ice. Let me just do one thing. Let me do this and let me see.
Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time.
I don't know what is this white texture. Just for the sake of it, let me hit here and start de-icing, and we'll see if they clean up something. Let's continue with the checklist. In the meanwhile, isolation valve is on auto. Engine start switches are continuous. Recall checked. Auto brake RTO. Engine start levers idle detent. Flight controls checked. Flaps 5 green lights and ground equipment. We just have received the And signal. There's Emil. Pushing back. Beautiful livery there. I am on Unicom. Alright, let's stop the de-icing. What is going on with this? Oh, there we go. Okay, it disappeared. So maybe it was indeed the snow or the rain or whatever has just fallen. Before taxi is completed, taxi light coming on. And runway turn off, brakes released. Add a little bit of power. Aircraft is moving, brake check, brake works, that's good. And now we're gonna say we're at Golf, we're gonna taxi via Echo, Kilo and Hotel, holding point, runway 07 left. Anchorage traffic, Alaska 177 is taxiing Golf Kilo to Hotel, holding point, runway 07 left, Anchorage. Very good. Takeoff config is checked. We are clear on our right. One aircraft on our left. Okay, let's keep moving. Explain 12. I forgot to reset the clock. Explain 12. Ground physics. There's, I think, still require too much power. But yeah, I don't know. There we go, Golf there, Kilo to the right, as you can see by the sign. Okay, clear on the right, clear on the left. And here should be Kilo. We are gonna cross the runway, which is gonna be runway 33. Let me switch on the TCAS so I can see if there's anybody landing. No, it doesn't look like. Check left on the approach, check right. Yep, nobody. Anchorage traffic, Alaska 177 is crossing runway 33 at Kilo, Anchorage. Turn the strobe lights on. Yeah, actually it's rolling pretty good now.
Anchorage traffic, Alaska 89, taxiing to runway 33 Y Kilo.
Yeah, but I'm adding too much power, I feel like. Alright, there we go, crossing the runway. Beautiful passenger view. And that's gonna be Yankee there. Strobes off. Next is gonna be Hotel. Yep, as you see. And that's gonna be our holding point. And yeah. We already turned on the transponder. I'm gonna leave it there, and weather radar on the first officer's side. Okay. So this is a large holding point. Wow. Okay, let's stop. Take a look if there is anybody landing. Nope, there isn't. Anybody on the left? Nope. Let's continue. Strobes on. Cabin crew take your seats for departure before takeoff checklist. And flaps 5, green light D10, stabilizer trim 4.7 units set. Cabin notification is just completed, transponder TARA is set. And we are clear for takeoff, so lights on. Wow. Okay, I told you guys that we wouldn't be looking at any scenery, but we are, indeed. Alaska's beautiful. Alright, all good? You guys are ready? I'm ready. Let's go. 40%. Stabilized, clock on. and 1 toga. Thrust is set. Takeoff 1. Finally correctly displayed. Airspeed is alive on both sides. Let's keep the center line.
80 knots.
Checked, 80 knots. Release the forward pressure.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Let's go. Nice and easy.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Follow the flight directors. And we have some terrain ahead of us, so we need to be careful with that. Checked.
Current traffic Oscar 89, climb up runway 33.
So let's go level change. Let's go 170. Autopilot 1. If I engage LNAV. What about that? LNAV MCP speed. And there we go. Turning. Lock the gear. This is off. And we can basically go direct to Wabak. Direct is set, execute. I'm gonna go VNAV speed and 1 VNAV speed. Beautiful, look at that. Wow. Okay, hold on. Screenshot. That's amazing. That looks really good. Okay, 4,000, yeah, that's my mistake. Let's go flaps 1. And flaps up. Let it accelerate, and then it will continue to climb. Level 280. I'll actually do one thing. I'll do level change. I'll do 280. Free speed so we can get there faster. Arm MCP speed. Climb 2 is armed. Let's go and in 1 limit. Climb 1. Actually didn't change anything. It doesn't change anything, does it? 85, 85, 8, no, it's the same.
Current traffic Oscar 89, departing runway 33.
Good, let's do the up takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on. Flags are auto, landing gear up and off. Flaps are up, no lights detent. And altimeter is 3049. We maintain till 18,000. Why is it not adding more power? It should go to 86.1. And 1. Did it disarm the auto throttle? Well, that's funny. There we go. Clear of the terrain to radar off, weather radar on. Wow. Well, I have to say this looks really new, really nice. Really nice. Damn.
Eagle Oscar 89, directing left to Ahmed VR and climbing 120.
Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna have about 40 miles from top of climb to top of descent, so really short flight, and that means we have to prepare early. So for that, let me just leave one of the views like this, and maybe just let me just try and take one more screenshot here. This is looking really good. 10,000 lights are coming up. Engine start switches to off, logo lights off, and wing lights off. And yeah, so what we'll be doing at Kodiak. So for that I will be showing you guys the charts and everything else. So Kodiak, we're going to be landing on runway 26, at least it is expected for now. What I wanted to do, as I said, was to do a visual approach on 19, because I think I saw a video on YouTube that Alaska 737, I think it was the 700, not the 800, but I'm sure we can land here. 5,000 feet of runway should be good. If we use maximum braking basically, but that should be good. Yeah, other than that, due to the visibility now on the cloud layer, we're gonna be probably going to 6. We're gonna see how it is going to go with the tailwind component there, and it's the longest runway as well, so that should be fine. And we're gonna be vacating to Foxtrot. So why not do already the arrival briefing, because, well, I think that should be good. Let me just rearrange here, rearrange here the screen. So our arrival briefing basically is gonna take us about weather, our arrival, and how it's gonna be our configuration, alternate, and everything else. So really quickly, weather is looking good for now. The visibility is the only thing I kind of worries me, because now it is fine, 10 station miles, and these few clouds at 800 feet is the one that really is messing with me, because yeah, it's not the visibility, it's the low clouds. Basically that's my problem. It's this one and the wind, which is 100 at 12 knots, so basically tailwind, and 12 knots is more than the limitation of the plane. So we will be looking at that. No temps are checked. Anti-ice is going to be used because the temperature is going to be 8, and we're going to be crossing cloud layers basically. So definitely anti-ice on. Radar terrain on my side, and that's 18,000. That means QNH is standard set on 1, 2, and 3, and after takeoff checklist is complete. Sorry, you basically need to multitask really nicely. Here, our top of descent, we're gonna let that calculate by VNAV. We're gonna arrive, it's gonna be a direct to the ILS Yankee 426. We are arriving at this point here, which is Wabak. We're gonna do this arc, which is GPS computed, obviously, because the Kodiak VOR would be unserviceable in real life. And then I'm gonna intercept the ILS. Course is 258, the frequency is 110.9, and the important thing here is this is a 2.05 degrees glide slope, so this is not a normal 3 degrees glide slope. We need to remember that. In this case I actually think it's going to help us, because the 2 degrees brings us lower, and in that case we're going to break out of the clouds earlier and we could see ground below us, so that should be good. In case of a missed approach, here over this point of Rary, which is at 3.5 DME, but we don't have the DME working, but we will have in the sim, so we will do a left turn direct to Sorry, where is this? Ah, there we go. Climbing climbing left turn to 5000, heading 065 to intercept Kodiak VOR DME 10 arc. Okay, yeah, basically that's it. We're gonna vector ourselves out. In this case, we're gonna probably do like a number 8, so turn to 065 and then do another 8 here into the localizer in case we need to try it again. Yeah, we have plenty of fuel, so we'll return to Anchorage if we can't land there. Category Charlie for us, it's going to be ILS. Our minimums is going to be 604. For actually correct me, 636. Let's set that already. Oh, what's going on here? What just happened? Fuel on the center tank is gone. That's fine. Center tank pumps off. What just happened here? We just had an overheat. Okay. Looks like we have some turbulence, so I'll not be switching off the seatbelt signs. Anyways, let's continue. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, we wanted to set the minimums. It's gonna be barrel 636. And yeah, we're gonna land with flaps 40, auto brake 3, and in that case we're gonna be vacating on Foxtrot because this is basically our position here, this ramp. No special considerations other than we have a huge mountain on this side here and we need to avoid it at all costs. We're not gonna be overweight, and yeah, all the rest looks good. So that's basically it. We did the arrival briefing, and that's good. With that, we are approaching flight level 280, now back to the flying. And Emil is asking what is gonna be my cruise level, actually my Mach number on the flight level. I reckon it's gonna be like 077. Andrei Masorian, hello Vlad, my name is Andrei, I'm your old subscriber, flight to Antalya or Egypt, engine failure, remember? I spoke most of it in Russian. Andrei, yes, I do remember you, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, good. Good. Nice clouds here, and yeah, this is basically the X-Plane Jetstream experience. We are not on it, but we are near it. As you can see, the headwind is picking up and the left and right oscillation due to the wind is basically coming in. Oh, and yes, the Minecraft clouds, of course. The view looks good though. The view looks good. Okay, let's go vertical speed, because we have 1000 to go. Decrease this to 900 and let's set Mach 0.77. There are 2 people on your stream, although before there were 20 or more. Well, that's normal because I stopped for more than a year and people stopped watching, and now due to the YouTube algorithm they need to go back. That's fine. I'm doing the videos not because I want people watching, because I want to share stuff, and if people want to look at it, that's great. If they don't want to look at it, that's fine, because well, I will be flying for myself anyways, and for that case I'm just more than happy to share it. If there is people interested, that's good. Mach 77 is set. Actually, let's go faster than that. Let's go like 7-8. So yeah, basically I had the whole scenery covered with orthophoto, but yeah, we won't be able to see anything because of the clouds. That's actually fine for me, but yeah. It's our reality. Okay, we've reached cruise, MCP speed, LNAV, altitude hold, so that's all good. And what if I set VNAV? Yeah, speed intervention, and please keep 0.78. So FMC speed, LNAV, VNAV. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like this. 7.5 on the fuel, this is all good. Let me check Kodiak METAR. Could we request it here? So this is menu, data link, AOC, requests, weather requests, Kodiak, so it's kilo, no wait, it's Papa Alpha Delta Quebec. Send. I forgot that we had this on the ZIBO. This is extremely useful. There we go. Message. No METAR data. Excellent. Okay, well, we're gonna return then. That's fine. What if I hit CPDLC? Doesn't work. Okay. Flight log. No. Well, that's annoying. What if I do a request for Anchorage? Message. Okay, so we have weather at Anchorage, we don't have weather at Kodiak. Okay, well, that's fine. That's a little bit annoying, but that's fine. Okay, so last wind was 1107. I just checked it now on the internet. Scattered at 009, so that means 900 feet. So that's a pretty low cloud, but we should be below it on the minimums. That's good. And QNH is 30.33. So that's good as well. Okay, we can use this. Flaps 40. Our speed should be 148 then. I hope it will decrease eventually because that's quite high. Glide slope on 110.9 is already set here and here because I was testing the aircraft before. To a 258 on the course, that's set as well, and that's good. Andre, I'm fine. By the way, do you remember your first moderator? I was on the stream when you took it. I don't remember exactly the nickname, and I remember we ordered flights. Yes, I do remember. I still talk to him, and he's actually flying with us. He's Emil. His nickname was Lime, and he should be in the chat actually. And he's definitely flying behind us. There he is. There he is. So yes, he's still here. Okay, I think I can switch these lights off because they are basically pointless at this time. I will just leave the orange ones on the letters. And that's good. That's all good. What is Kodiak's elevation? It's 79. But the touchdown zone is 32, so let's set like 70 or 50. Yeah, let's leave it 50. This is all good. Not very far out from the descent. The clouds are looking good though. I mean, except these ones. but the layers, they look quite interesting. Let's go outside and look at the livery, because the livery is just amazing. Is he still your moderator? The last time I saw him was when you did a tour of Russia. Yes, he is. He's still moderating. Absolutely. Yeah, you see the aircraft coming left and right a little bit. Man, but this livery looks so good. The guy who did it must have spent so many time painting it. Every detail is there, look. Just amazing. Yeah, the clouds look good. Okay, approaching top of descent at 15 miles to go. So this is a 737 and it has a descent checklist, so let's do it. Descent checklist, press position, landing altitude is set 50, recall is checked, auto brake is on 3, landing data VREF is gonna be 143 for now. It's gonna be, it will get lower probably, and we will be maintaining 148 due to the wing correction. Minimums 330, correction 637. This is wrong. This is why you have checklists. Should be 636. Set. And approach briefing, we did complete the approach briefing. Did you guys have any questions? Well, I didn't, so I'm good. It is looking good outside. Well, except for the fact that we won't have any scenery visibility. That's good. Our initial descent is going to be to 6,000, because that's the altitude that we have an altitude restriction there, basically. On the hold, that's actually the hold restriction, so we probably don't have any. Let's check here. Yeah, we don't have any. We just have to be above 1,600 on all these points, and we just intercept. Okay, good. Our heading is not synced. Typical me. And VNAV, FMC speed. I'm gonna maintain my speed. And we just initiated the descent. Now, if I remember correctly, on the 7.3 you have to click on the prepare for landing when coming in for landing. $60 miles to go. We are 23 minutes into the flight. That's pretty good. This is looking good. Okay, that was the speed switching to knots. Let's continue. Tell me, what have you been doing all this time? I subscribed to you during the coronavirus before Lyme and caught a lot. It's a pity, of course, that you're no longer streaming Russian. Nostalgia. Yeah, well, first of all, I have started ATPL. So I'm a pilot already, I have PPL, so I can say that I'm a pilot, a real life pilot. But I'm taking on ATPL theory now, and I will continue with the hour building and the next qualifications, which is the night flying, instrument rating, multi-engine piston, and the CPL and everything else. Yeah, basically that's the main the main news. And why did I stop streaming in Russian? Well, because I decided that I want to do this in English for my own practice, because I felt like my English was getting a bit rusty and I didn't like that, so it's a good way for me to practice. Plus, well, I live in Europe and I'm crossing myself with people from Europe all the time and they don't speak Russian. And I have nothing against Russian. I love the language. I still speak it. I have my phone in Russian. My girlfriend is Russian. And yeah, basically, I just decided that YouTube is gonna be in English. Yeah. But you know, it kind of feels good that you say that the other streams when I spoke Russian brings nostalgia. That means good. Limonchik, hello, how are you? Have a good flight. Well, hello, I'm great. Hope you are good as well. Thank you very much for the good flight. It's really beautiful out here, even though we can't see any of the scenery, but the clouds look nice. And yeah, we will be getting into cloud pretty soon. The total air temperature is +0, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to decel soon. Andrei Masori, Lime first moderator. Yes, he was. And he still is. I mean, he still is. And he's planning on doing some YouTube videos as well, so that's good. Right, we are approaching transition level. So pretty soon we will be resetting our QNH to 33.3. We have a first snow in St. Petersburg. Oh, okay. Oh, my father sent me yesterday, I think, a photo. He lives in Moscow. And he sent me a photo as well of the snow. Well, winter has come. And there is Emil. Emil Lime is now Emil. Yeah. That's pretty cool. You already knew that you would become a pilot. We're proud of you. Thank you very much, man. I wish to make some videos later from the real world to show you my flight school, to show you the planes and all of that. Okay, QNH 3033. Retard VNAV speed. 3033. Oops, set, and on this one as well 3033. Good. FMC speed, VNAV path. So yeah, I'm basically flying as fast as I can, so this flight will get really short. Yeah, but this turbulence, the plane is wobbling a little bit. Let's decrease the speed for passenger comfort, at least to 80 knots. And reuse some of the idle. Actually, let's go straight to 50, because we're not that far out. And coming into clouds, engine anti-ice on. Now I can't go rowing my bike. Well, you know, here we don't have snow in Portugal, but it's been raining as well, and the weather has been real bad last time, so yeah, I don't think snow is the only problem, but I totally feel you. Yeah, speed is 143 still. Emil's saying I'm far behind you, Vlad. Okay, well that means we're good for the approach. And actually approach checklist, altimeters are set and cross-checked, which is good. It is uncomfortable, well yeah. And it's dangerous as well, because you can fall. It's wet and slippery and not good. I would not ride a bike at a wet surface. Especially now, all because of that pilot stuff. You need to take care of yourself, and basically you don't want anything broken as well. And we are deep into clouds. I missed a lot, time flew by so quickly. I'm writing in English right now since the stream is in English. I would write in Russian. Well, thank you for writing in English and for respecting. Yes, the stream from now on and the videos and everything else is going to be in English. So thank you. I just think it's good practice, honestly, because it makes your brain think, and it's another language. You never know when will you need to use that, and more than half of the internet is in English, so it's very useful to know another language and be fluent in it. Okay, so guys, let's go and set 1600, because basically that's the only altitude restrictions we have for Kodiak. Minimums are at 3.5. We don't have 3.5, but 3.5 would be around 1000, but this is a 2 degrees glide, so I'm not sure what's going to be the altitude there. Yeah, that's a 9. Well, I need to leave. See you. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in to the stream. It's nice to talk. 20 miles to go. Let's continue to slow down. It's actually really cool because the aircraft is descending on idle, so we're saving quite some fuel. I feel like we're gonna need to be adding some speed brakes soon. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let me add a little bit of speed brakes here. Some turbulence. Oh, I haven't experienced turbulence like this in a while. Oh, the worst turbulence I've experienced in real life, I hit my head on the canopy. It was so bad. 10,000. Oh, lights on. Forgot this one. And engine start switches to continuous. Logo lights on. We're still below 250 knots. That's good. Wow, looks good. Looks really good. And this is looks like a CB cloud, some sort. Let's be kind of real pilots. Let's do a little offset to the right so we won't hit it. And then we just proceed direct to Wabak, sorry. We'll probably hit something closer. No, that was just another cloud. Okay, let me switch on terrain radar, because there are mountains ahead. I know they are there. We actually could have gone to the left. That would be the correct way actually to go to the left rather than to the right here. Because the wind, we needed to go upwind, so this would be the correct procedure, and we could just go direct to like Chinny or something. This is quite stupid on my part. See, I'm still learning as well, guys. Every day I'm learning. Direct Wabak, LNAV, FMC speed, LNAV, VNAV path, that's good. Slightly above. I'm gonna still get into the cloud probably. Well, let's see if it will rock the plane a little bit or not. There is some precipitation. Engine anti-ice is still on. Total temperature is +8. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on for now. And yeah, have I gone through the left? Probably didn't catch any. Andre, understanding you is not so difficult since I learned many words at school, and you have been streaming in English for a long time. The very first stream in Russian is 7 Airlines, Moscow, St. Petersburg. Oh wow, that was such a long time ago. I remember that. Yeah, I should have just asked for a direct to Chinny. That was stupid on my part. Let me see if the weather radar picks up anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep the terrain radar on then. 10 miles to the intercept. Wind is 20 knots now, direction is not very good. You wrote how the tractor makes noise? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Localizer is alive. At least it looks like so. Speed of 200 is set. Let the aircraft continue on the glide. And yeah, probably this would be a good kind. Yeah, that's completely true. Yeah, total air temperature is +7 here. So engine NTI is definitely gonna keep. We're gonna keep that on. Speeds are still 143, so 148 for the landing. It's gonna be important. Let's go flaps 1. Remember to go around altitude is 5,000. VNAV speed. And we're continuing down onto the localizer. Light slope is still not alive. Oh! Out of a layer of cloud. Sky, this is good. This is cool. There is the localizer. Perfect. That's actually very, very good. Flaps 2. And approach armed. Vorlock, single channel, let's switch both. Glide slope is armed. Let me help him out. Vertical speed, minus 700. MCP speed checked. Let's maintain 180. 10 miles up to the airfield. There is Rary, which is our missed approach point. That's checked. At the beginning of your first video in Russian, there was this inscription because the tractor was noisy and you could barely be heard. Oh, I remember. Oh, that was such a shame. Basically like the first video or the first stream I did this time. Yeah. Okay, glide slope is captured. Beautiful, flaps 5. Miles to the field. Yeah, see, we probably wouldn't be getting this, or would we? Let me check. Alpha Delta Kilo. Yeah, so this wouldn't work in real life. 2000 feet gear down. So we're looking for 148. Lights are on. Flaps 10. Arm spoilers. Or speed brakes. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. And actually we can go straight for flaps 40. Flaps full. Go around altitude is going to be 5,000. That is set. Our heading is going to be 065, so for this moment, let me set already 065, that's going to be the go-around heading. Remember, we need to turn to the left. Gear is down, and landing checklist. Cabin notification is completed. Engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake is armed. You can see here the green light. Landing gear is down, 3 greens. Flaps 40, green light. Landing checklist complete. Land 3, which I'm sure is not possible. But yeah, on this airfield at least. Or is it? No, I don't know. I'm gonna just continue. Okay. I think we're out of clouds. With some wipers in. We are not very far from minimums. 1,000 feet stable. That's checked. How is the wind? 12 knots. Okay. We're still at 1,000, so... yeah, I think it can be done. The runway is in sight. I barely see it, but I see... okay, I see it now, good. Yeah, I see the runway. Checked. This is really bad weather though. Continue. Yeah, the runway is in nice. Andre, well, you can say I'm a little man of your channel. If anyone asks who was a good viewer and friend, call me in Lime as a memory. Okay. I don't think the wiper is doing anything. 400. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, wind is still 12 knots. I think it's on the limit. 300. 11 knots. Okay, we can land, we can land. Let's go autopilot off. Auto throttle off. My controls. 200. We drifted a bit to the left, correcting.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Well, that was harsh, but that was needed. Spoilers, reverse normal. And we're definitely deselling.
80 knots.
So that's good. Checked. 60 knots, reverses out. Manual braking. And 45 minutes. That was actually very good. Now, one thing we will do here is we're not going to turn on the APU. Set the chrono for 3 minutes for the cooldown. And we're vacating here. Lights off. Ruben steady up. Flaps up. Really short taxi. That was a hard landing, but it was needed. I didn't want to float there. Just need to put it down. I will switch flight directors off, so the autopilot will reset. Transponder on alt off. This is all good. This is all good. Engine anti-ice off. And we're coming here to Alaska. So we need to make a butter on Anchorage. Okay, that's 1 minute on the clock. Where is our parking guy? Well, I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm parking this aircraft. Okay, that's about right here. Now, please stop. Brakes set. Wipers off. Taxi lights are off. Now, we're gonna wait 1 more minute because of the turbine cooldown. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply connect ground power, and we will be using ground power instead of APU to save fuel. 6.6 tons on board, that's good. That's perfect. So a quick turnaround here and a return flight to Anchorage should be perfect. Terrain radar off, weather radar off. So I think on the 737 the GPU stays here on this side, so we're gonna switch off engine number 2.
Good, if traffic go straight line, go around.
Okay, he's going around. Can we see him? No, we can't. Thanks very much. Okay, 3 minutes on the clock, so switching off engine number 2. Connecting the GPU. Now connecting the GPU here. Now we have electrical power, and switch off engine number 2. And we can switch off the fasten seatbelt signs, anti-collision, and the fuel pumps. Probe heats are off. The rest will leave as is. Excellent. Let's call the stairs. Let's call the... just this thing. Chocks, cones, not... yeah, cones and people. Perfect. Doors, open the door. Open the cargo doors. And that's good. Excellent. So, should I do replay or not? That's the question. I'm not so sure, because I think Explain 12 replays are still buggy, and I don't want to break the sim so we can return to Anchorage. So landing was pretty harsh, minus 300, which is actually okay. So now for the stream I need to plan a flight, upload. So this is gonna be as a 196. Gonna be flying to Anchorage. And it should be appearing now on the stream. Yes, it is. Oh, I don't have an aircraft image here. This should be fixed. Good. And our job is going to be to prepare ourselves for the return flight, which we'll be doing real quickly. Flight Alaska 196. Departing. We're gonna be departing runway opposite of 26, which is runway 8. We have no special departures. That's basically straight out on heading 078. And then we catch radial 226 to Kodiak, but we don't have Kodiak VOR. So what I'm gonna do, because I've already checked the charts, is I'm gonna just select runway 8. I'm gonna activate this, and then when I go to arrival into Anchorage, I'm gonna select ILS 7 left, and then I'm gonna load the AMOT 4 arrival with Kodiak. And our transition is gonna be... let me check. Well, these charts are not the best. This is the AIP charts, and they are a little bit confusing. I'm not used to use them, so I'm just gonna leave this with transition off. Execute. Let's go to the route. Let's check the route. So with the part straight ahead, there is Oscar Delta Kilo. That's what we're gonna be intercepting. And we set already 078 on the heading. And then it's gonna be Cone, Jesus. Actia, Irene, Amot, Jukep, and basically from here I would love to go direct to Kenai, but there isn't any. Yeah, let me do this to here and execute, and now check. There we go. This is what we're going to be doing. Okay, and this is what we'll see. Okay. Alpha India November Kilo. This is what I want. From Amot. India November Kilo. And then we go to Wuxi. And we execute. At Alpha India November Kilo, we're gonna be at 2000. This is important in order to intercept. We're gonna use this. Okay, nice. Emil is coming in. I'm gonna leave the same payload. Terminate the leg. Approach rating excellent. Landing rating great, so that's fine. So payload, let's say we actually take a little bit less payload here. Let's say we're gonna take like a ton less, so 15.9. Or actually, no, let's leave the same. Let's say it's the same load. So payload is the same. We're not going to be refueling. We have enough fuel for the return flight. We just spent we had 9 tons, so we have 6.6 now. We spent 2.4 tons, so that's more than enough. So payload is all good. I don't have to touch any of this. Gross weight is set. Our cruise altitude is gonna be 290. This is all correct. Planned fuel, let's set 3. Our reserve is 2. Cost index 5. ISO deviation is 0. And the winds are going to be the same. So really quick, straightforward. 197 at 37. Execute. N1 limits. Yeah, we're using reserve fuel, that's fine. We're going to use full power out of here. Climb 1. Take off flaps 5, CG 4.5 on the trim, and speeds is going to be 145. Auto throttle is set. Heading select. And we don't have initial climb, so initial climb is going to be 5,000. Okay, oh, Emil already landed. Oh, we missed the landing, that's a shame. That's a shame. Sorry, Emil. I missed your landing. We're gonna see. Okay, good landing. Hello, Ekaterina. How are you? We're just about to plan the return flight. Actually, we did already plan. So let's do the briefing, guys. Time for the briefing again. Really quickly. Departure briefing. I'm going to turn on the display and show you everything I have here. So, we are here. We're going to be taxiing via Foxtrot backtracking, runway 8, departing runway 8 on a straight-in departure heading 078, as you can see here. And then we should intercept this one, but what I'll do is just do a direct to Oscar Delta Kilo Kodiak VOR. As for the arrival for runway 07 left in Anchorage. We have some takeoff obstacle notes here. Vehicles beginning 37 feet from departure and runway, left and right of center line. 15 AGL, 50 MSL, trees and vegetation beginning 25 feet from and the runway, left and right of center line. Okay, this is all good. Takeoff minimums standard. Okay, so this is all good. And oh, this is such a beautiful sight here. This is a beautiful sight here, guys. Anyways, let's continue. You know what I'm gonna do already here is part of the arrival briefing as well, because I think it's just to save time. Okay, and that's gonna be basically our departure. We're gonna be using flaps. Sorry, I lost myself. Yeah, I've started from the wrong point actually. Let's start from the beginning and do this the right way. So this time we're flying Alaska 196. That means I should reconnect from VATSIM. And 196, connect. Short flight to Anchorage. No TAMs are checked. They are the same. Weather is the same. NTIs is going to be used. Terrain radar on for the departure, weather radar on the first officer's side. Airport layout we've already briefed with you. Runway and wind, we're gonna have headwind this time. Departing full power, flaps 5 on directional departure basically, and no radio navs, no special considerations, and we're just gonna consider a standard and normal procedure. In case of anything, I'll just say that in case we depart with an abnormal, well, we will be climbing, and we probably won't be able to land back here due to the to the weather situation. Yeah, it's all good. Overweight landing. Yeah, we're not overweight. We're fine. That's all good. Okay. That's all for the abnormals. That's all for the briefing. Real quick stuff. Emil has got to go. So thanks for flying with us anyways. And we're going to proceed to continue. Now, start flight leg. Seatbelt sign coming on.
Seatbelt sign is on. Please be
Fuel
seated
pumps
and
coming on.
fasten your seatbelt.
Starting the APU.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until current items are properly put away.
Pre-flight checklist is not needed now. Just the before start. We're basically ready to go. And we just need to start the APU for engine start. So we saved fuel there. So 145 is set on the departure. That's all good. That's all good. And APU is running. APU power is available. They can disconnect the ground power. Waiting for the flight attendant to say that everybody is has boarded, and then we close doors, do the before start, and get going. Really quick turnaround. Wow, weather is really not looking good. And by the way, guys, check the scenery out. This is really cool. This is the only thing I can't fix because of the ortho photo, but it was even worse, I think, with default X-plane. So it's pretty okay. Alright, obviously the first officer went to do the walk around. Yeah. Just waiting here. Did you see that the rain droplets changed direction because of the gust of wind? That's really cool detail. So it looks like we're gonna have some real-time boarding now, or what? It's usually really fast. Especially because we're already on the APU. That's actually fine because outside it's quite cold, it's 8 degrees, and we'll maintain the aircraft nice and hot. Or should I say nice and warm? Because it's just about 18 degrees. So. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna consider the boarding is completed because I'm sick of waiting. So let me switch anti-collision on. Will it do anything? Did the flight attendant get confused? Anyways, let's just go. Let's go. Close the doors. Clear all the ground services. Doors are closed. GPU is disconnected. This is all good. Can close the door. Beacon light is on. Let's do the before start checklist. So, papers are on board, mobile phones is off, flight deck door is closed and locked. Fuel we have 6.6. Oh, there it goes. Passenger signs are on. Oh, sorry. Fuel balanced. Pumps on, passenger signs on, windows locked, MCP 145078 on the heading and 5000. Takeoff speeds we have 32, 34, 45. CDU pre-flight completed. Rudder and aileron trim 3 and 0. Set 4.5 already. And I feel like the aircraft is way too heavy on the nose, so I'm gonna leave at 4. Taxi and takeoff briefing is completed. Anti-collision light is on. We are good. Before start checklist complete, and let's start the engines. So packs off. Start valve open. Anti rotation. %, fuel. Fuel flow is in, AGT is rising N1.
Back after takeoff with more information about our flight. Thank you for your attention and welcome aboard.
This is really good. That was a good start on number 1. I forgot to reset the chrono. And starting number... correction. That was number 2, starting number 1, chrono on. Start valve open, enter rotation. $25. That's a good start. Excellent. Let's go. Generators on, APU off. Engine start switches to continuous, probe heats on, packs on, APU off. 290 set here, and overhead is complete. You can already select engine anti-ice off. This goes to RTO, flaps 1, 2, and 5. Flight controls check. Pull up, pull down, neutral, pull left, pull right, neutral, rudder full left, pull right, neutral. It's a good check. Before taxi checklist. Generators are on. Probe heat on as well. Anti-ice engine. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall checked. Auto brake RTO. Engine start labels idle detent. Flight controls checked. Flaps 5. Green light detent. And ground equipment is clear. So lights on, and let me do it like this. So we have a scenic taxi. Brakes released. Brakes check. That's good. Let's pick up some speed. Turn to the right and idle, so we don't jet blast the guys who are in the terminal. That's a nice looking livery. And I need to switch on the wipers. Okay, terrain radar on, weather radar on. Let's go already, transponder on as well. And we need to backtrack the runway. Nobody on the arrival. I don't believe there is anybody arriving from the other side. Just in case, clear right. And strobes on. Strobes and wing lights on as well.
the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Great, cabin is ready. There is no information on the chart, so I wanted to see, can we go at the very end and backtrack there? No, we can't, so... Or can we? I think we could do it. Let's try. I'm gonna use all runway I can. Let's do before takeoff checklist. Flaps 5 green lights, stabilizer trim 4.5 units is set. Cabin identification completed and transponder is TARA. Let's open here to the right. It looks like it stopped raining. And now let's do a full turn. Yeah, it stopped raining. Now that we are departing, it stopped raining. Murphy's Law. Well, wipers off. Landing lights on. Guys, I'm ready. Chrono off. 45 minutes, the first flight, that was good. Let's reset it. Stop. Hit the clock. 40%. Let's go. I'm wishing everybody a good flight. 40% stable. And 1 toga. Thrust set. Airspeed's alive on both sides.
80 knots.
Check. Throttle hold. Quite a bumpy runway here.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Nice and easy. Excellent.
Positive rate.
Positive rate indeed. Gear up. Check. Oh, we just about had the power down.
1000.
Arm check. Power reduction. And 1. And let's go level change. Autopilot 1. Let's maintain the 170. Gear off. Let's pitch for flaps 1. Past 3000, we can accelerate. Let's accelerate. Flaps 1. We're actually really close to Oscar Delta Kilo, so let's just do this. Execute LNAV, VNAV, flaps up, speed intervention, accelerate to 280 as we did before. Very fast flight. That's off, this is all off. We have no terrain ahead of us, so we can accelerate nicely. Off to weather radar now. Check. Let's continue. Flight level 290. Some turbulence here. 90 set. After takeoff. Engine blades are on. Pax auto. Landing gear is up and off. Flaps retracted. No lights. And detent. Altimeter still on 3033. And we're rocking some heavy turbulence here. Decel a little bit. We can climb out of this, maybe quicker. It's quite rocky. Shouldn't be very comfortable for the passengers. Total air temperature is plus 12, so it's above 10, but we're still inside clouds, so we'll maintain engine anti-ice for now. Come on, I want to climb out of it. The clouds are getting lighter and lighter. Ah, there we go. Ah, nice. And we're out of clouds. That's good. Now we can go back to accelerating. 10,000 feet. Lights off. And I can switch engine anti-ice off for now. Wing lights off. Logo lights off. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you very much. Whoever that was.
World's 2017 Airline of the Year. A special welcome to Advantage in One World members. If you are not an Advantage member, you can sign up at aa.com/join to earn miles for today's flight and continue earning miles with our retail and travel partners.
Well, this is definitely not American Airlines. This is AA, but Alaska Airlines. Aircraft is in the shadow. No screenshot opportunity there. Okay, so we have free time. Free time means preparation time. And as everything is good, let me check the ILS 07 left. Course is 074, so let's already set that in. On both sides. .074 is set, and frequency 113.15. Oh. Passing 14,000. Nice climb out. And let's see how is the weather in Anchorage. Request. Oh, are we catching sun? Yes, we are. Ah, look at that. What a beautiful livery. It looks really good with the sky as well. Passing 17,000, almost at transition altitude. Let me see. Yeah, it's 280, basically. 18,000 QNH standard set on 1, 2, and 3. And that's after takeoff checklist complete. So again, this is a very short flight, and we are having some turbulence. Very light chop now, but I don't want to switch off the seatbelt sign. And I have a suggestion. How about we go direct to Amot? Because probably this is how it would be done. There is no need for all that extra turning, all that extra space. The wing reflection is so good. The clouds also look good, and well, X-Plane guys probably will improve them as well, so that is very cool. They already look good. Look how fast we are flying comparing to the other flyby I did on the first flight. Oh, thanks for the hearts. That's lovely. Good, so we have a long runway at Anchorage. I'll be using auto brake 2, should be enough. Auto brake 2 and I will reverse. This looks really good. Okay, flight level 230. And we wanted to see the weather. Oh, wind is 0, that's perfect. Great visibility, high clouds. I see no problem there. QNH 3048, that's good. It's perfect. Very, very good. Still catching the cloud shadow on the aircraft. Well, it makes sense. One thing I feel like I'm missing is see how metallic and reflective this wing is, but the engine pylon is not. I mean, this forward section here. This is what I miss. It should be reflective as well, because it's usually metallic. Titanium, I think. Passing flight level 270. At 280 we'll switch to vertical speed 900 and accelerate to 077. This way the level off is going to be done in a way smoother way for the passengers. Because the ride has not been very comfortable until now, and it will be probably at the very end like this. Okay, reaching 280, so let's do it like this. Vertical speed 900 and Mach 78. There we go. should we do an arrival briefing? Maybe a real quick one, just to make sure that we don't forget anything. How about it? What do you guys think? Basically, our arrival is real simple. We go into the ILS, we intercept, and we land. Vacate to the left into any stand. Yeah, let's do a quick arrival briefing. How about that? So status of the aircraft is good. Weather other than the wind is good as well. We're expecting 0 winds at Anchorage. No temps are the same. NTI is only in case of visible moisture. So in case we will be crossing any layer of clouds and the total air temperature is going to drop below 10, yes, we will use that. Top of this stand, we'll leave it calculated by the VNAV. It's doing a great job. We are arriving by the ATMOD 4 arrival, but basically we just made it direct to the intermediate fix, which is INC, to the ILS runway 7 left at Anchorage. That's basically the only thing we did. We have to be above 2,000 feet at INC, and this is a 3 degrees glide slope. In case we go missed approach procedure, we climb to 600 and then climbing right turn to 3000 on heading to 30 and intercept Anchorage radial 210 to JUCAP, which is at 15 DME, and that's basically the go round procedure, and then we hold and then we vector ourselves for a landing. Radio navs, we will have to set that. Actually, we did already. Heading is 074 course for the landing ILS, and the ILS frequency is 113.15. That's already set. We are landing flaps 30 this time because we have a long runway. Auto brake 2 reverse idle, so we don't have the cooling time. We're gonna exit to the left into Charlie probably, or Delta if possible, and then park to any gate there. One thing I forgot to say is the minimums. So the minimums, we're gonna be doing Cat 1. It's gonna be 158 for us. So 158 is the minimums, and this is radio altimeter. So it should be 278. 278, and airfield elevation is 151. Touchdown zone elevation is 128. We're gonna go with 150, and we set that on the overhead and with the minimum. So let's go minimums barrow 278. This is the first thing we gotta do. 278 is set. Landing altitude 150 is set, and we're basically ready to go. 074 is set. 113.15 set on both sides. Beautiful. It's basically the arrival briefing done. I want to try and do one thing. I want to set it like this, because we are, no, we're not flying on VNAV, so let me set it to VNAV, MC speed VNAV path. Now we're flying with VNAV, and I'm gonna set 10,000. We're gonna do already the descent checklist. Pressurization landing altitude is set 150, recall is checked, auto brake 2. Landing data, yeah, we need to see that. Oh, that's quite high. That's still quite high. Well, we're gonna land with auto brake 3 maybe then. And landing data, so VREF is 148. That means an approach speed of 153 is expected. Minimum's 278, and approach briefing is completed. And I want to go into the wing view and leave the wing view until it starts descending. So how about that? And this looks quite realistic. Man, the detail of this livery is fantastic. It really is fantastic. Yeah, so descent checklist is complete. Everything is good. Looks like we're gonna continue well. No, I mean, I have to check. Okay, we are almost there. 5 miles to go. 10,000 is set. Speed is good. Everything is good. Let's maintain it. Why no? Wait. Let me do...
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
And I think I started the descent actually. The aircraft is going down. Ekaterina, to where do you want to fly next? Actually no idea. Next is gonna be probably a video. So yeah, no idea yet. And no idea what aircraft, so if anybody has any idea, leave a suggestion. And I think we are definitely descending. Yep, we are. We are. Let's set 5,000. Let's set 5,000. Keep the speed like this. And I'll better manage now. Did I set the wrong frequency? 1135. Yeah, I completely did. The frequency is 109.9. Okay. Mistake catched. Speed is good. Let's continue. This looks so good. Really liking this livery, and our ground speed is like crazy. So I'll try to fly even faster now to get there. We took 45 minutes on the previous flight with a headwind, so this time it has to be quicker. Let's see how quicker we're gonna do it without breaking the plane, obviously. And look at that, the flap lever, the flap indicator is all smudged. This is nice texturing done there. Really cool. Oh, and the HUD works, by the way. I don't want... No, go back. It works, but I'm not used to it, so I just prefer to go like this. But yeah. The main thing that worries me now is that I have to butter the landing, because the landings have been quite bad all the time. Yeah, the frequency is 109.9. And yeah, Basically, I want to do a good landing finally on this channel. Because every time I test something for the stream, or I fly for myself, the landing is perfect, and then I come into the stream and I just hit it so hard. How about we do a direct now to this point? Probably will get us quicker there. Execute. Armed, we have speed. Let's decel already, because that's like 40 miles. On idle, that's good. And we are above the profile, so keep going down. Oh, it's just taking a look at the speed, okay. Now I see. Now it will be starting to catch the VNAV profile. Can we see the deviation somewhere? Prague, no, here. Okay, there we go. Vertical deviation, so 2,300 high. And increasing, so we're not catching it. That's not good. That's 2,000 feet. That's a lot. And it's still increasing. Okay, we just passed 18,000. The QNH was 3048, so 3048 set 1, 2 and 3. That's the approach checklist complete, and we're even higher now. So let me do one thing. Let me do it this. Let me do this. And at least 1,000 feet I can work out, but we're almost 3,000 feet up on the profile, so come on, let's catch it. $40 miles to go. There we go, now we're catching the profile. Oh, it's interesting, it even shows the flight path angle. This is interesting stuff. And there we go, now we're catching it. What if I set this? Nope. Let's maintain the speed. We want to get there early. And probably we're gonna get into these clouds. Total air temperature is +5 now. Let's see if we'll need to use anti-ice on the engine. Would you like to fly in Australia? Yeah, actually, why not? I haven't flown in Australia. That actually would be a nice idea. For a flight there. Why not? That's quite cool. A 1,000 feet. That's nice. 20 miles to go. Let's set to 50. 10,000 feet, lights on. Engine now switches to continuous. Logo on. Now we're catching it, good. It's basically a white puff cloud. And yeah, we need to power the speed brakes. In the clouds, +7, engine NTI is on. Let me go vertical speed. MCP speed, vertical speed, that's good. Localizer and glide slope are alive. Oh, and we are through. Okay, engine NTI is off. "31 minutes on the clock." That's good. We have still about 4.9 tons. That's as well very good. That allows us about an hour and a half extra. Yeah, we're expected to land with 4.4. Yeah, and 153 is gonna be on landing for our speed. This is important. More speed brakes, please. "10 miles to go." Want to start slowing down. I think we're gonna land in at around 10 minutes, so
Please, Joe, we'll be landing in about 10 minutes. Flight attendants, please bear with me.
let me do it like this. Speed brakes out. Minus 1,000 because the glide slope is still above. I feel like I've descended too much. We need to be at 1,000 at 600 by this point. Yeah, we are early. Haha, let's fly clean. Have a good landing. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We're gonna fly clean then. Minus 500. Just go like this all the way. Actually, I know what I can do. I can shorten myself like this. It's not gonna be a big difference, but it will help us. Some scenery, finally. I think this is maybe screenshot. Nah, not worth it. Okay, approaching around 10 miles to the airport. This is good. Go around altitude is gonna be 3,000. Yeah, that's a huge mistake on my side to not understand these charts. Ah, this was stupid. Arm approach. Vorlox, single channel, let's go 2 channels. Glide slope is alive, excellent. Flaps 1. This is the 3 degrees glide slope, so we better slow down before we pick it up. And we are 10 miles out. Anchorage traffic, Alaska 1906 on the ILS 7 left, 10 miles out for landing, Anchorage. We had some traffic there, that's why I decided to call. Let's go 180, flaps 2.
1,000 to go.
Check. And flaps 5. Glide slope. Go around altitude 3,000 feet is set. Okay, 2,000. Gear down. Lights on. Speed brake arms. Let's go with the speed 153 set. Flaps 15. And flaps 30. Landing checklist. Cabin notification is completed. Engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down 3 green. Flaps 30 green light. Landing checklist is complete. Yeah, we still have somebody there. It looks good. It looks good. Land 3. Oh, this could be an auto land, definitely. Well, guys, we need to butter it. We really don't have any wind. Check. I can't see anybody. All right.
500.
Autopilot off.
400.
Check.
$300.
Oh, I have to butter it. Come on.
200. Approaching minimums.
Slightly below.
100 minimum.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. That was a butter. Speed brakes. Reverses on idle. And there goes the frame rate. And we are decelling nicely.
80 knots.
I don't care if I get kicked out of that sim now. Reverse is out. Manual braking. That was good. Well, I told you guys I had to butter it. Now we're gonna vacate here. And this is Charlie. Laps up. Yeah, this is Charlie, so all went according to plan. Excellent. Lights off. No cooldown time this time, 3 minutes. Good. APU is on, auto brakes off, disconnect flight directors. Clear right, clear left. Anchorage traffic, Alaska 196, runway 07 left, vacated on Charlie, Anchorage. And beautiful, beautifully done. So weather radar is coming off as well. Transponder to altitude off. Good work, thank you. This is all set, strobes and steady off. Taxi light on. Engine start switches to off. And now let's just go to any gate and finish there. Such a nice flight, 41 minutes. Actually, that's probably like 40 minutes, so that was quick. Quicker by, let's say, 5 minutes. 4.7 tons on board still, so we saved quite a lot, because the prediction was like 4.4, I think. Really cool. So I've seen a flight on flight radar that just took 40 minutes exactly of airtime to complete this flight, so this is totally manageable. Oh, and because I landed so soft, Volante didn't record the landing. Oh, okay, never mind, it did. Minus 72. That was a nice one. This one we can replay. And let's go to any of those gates. Runway turn off, lights off. APU is running. No marshaller, taxi light off. We're gonna get ourselves our external marshaller right there. Good. Walkie brake is set, lights are off. APU running, and that's good. That means we can switch up the engines. And now with the engines shut down, anti-collision is coming off. This coming like this. This is going off. Seatbelt sign off. This goes to off. And that's good. Cruller just got here, but nice to see you arrived nicely. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just about to end, but well, I'm gonna show the replay now that we're still with the APU. So yeah, we're still with the APU. Let's see the replay. Let's hope X-Plane won't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, it didn't crash. Means it probably won't crash anymore. Alright, so what view do you want, guys? Let's do maybe like some spotter from, I don't know, maybe from here. This looks like a good position here. Like somebody on the taxiway, maybe. Yeah, let's try. Let's see. I floated a bit, but I told you guys I had to butter it. Yeah, that was nice. Whoop, that's explain replay. Yep, lagging through there. I just wish I would have used less runway, because we were almost at the very end of the touchdown zone. So I was already thinking like, oh no, I would need to go around if I continue like this. I always float the ZIBO. Okay, we had enough space. Had about 200 meters to go. Okay. Cancel replay now. Will we be at the gate? Yes, we will. Do we have power? Yes, we have. We have APU. Everything is good. So, do we have jetways? No. It's okay. I'm gonna leave it on APU because the ground power makes so much noise. Let's open the door. Call the stairs. Do it like this. Like this, this, and this. Okay, and of course the shutdown checklist. No, wait. Yeah, we're gonna leave the aircraft like this on the turnaround. Or no. Now let's go. IRS is off. Fuel pump, we're gonna leave the left one for the APU. Probe heats are off. Hydraulic panel is set. Flaps are up. Parking brake is set. Engine start lever is cut off. Weather radar off. And mobile phone is off. Shutdown checklist. Oh, it's on. Shutdown checklist is complete. This is very good. Let's open just these two doors as well. And let's go outside, breathe a little bit of air. And yeah. Well guys, we're back at Anchorage. Just from where the adventure started. Quick little 2 flights to Kodiak and back on this amazing Alaska 737 livery. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week is gonna be probably a video. So if you have any suggestions for that, you can always leave those in the comments. And yeah, basically that's it. Cruller says, I can never butter the default 7.3, always seems to turn into a brick at the end. Well, I usually overfloat the ZIBO 7.3, so everybody has its own problems. And yeah, we're gonna stick here on the top of this jetway, guys, to end the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'm wishing you a great start of the week, and see you next time. Bye.